We start this programming today with a special announcement. Dallas, Texas, we're coming for you!
Yes.
We are so excited. We have a live show on Thursday, October 19th at the Texas Theater. The doors are at 7. The show is at 8.
There are general admission and VIP tickets still available. VIP gets you a signed poster and access to our post-show Q&A. And
my favorite part.
Those Q&As
so
get
fun.
kind of ruckus.
They get so buck. We're all wasted by the end.
It's so fun. And
We tell all.
we definitely tell all. There have been proposals.
They are not recorded.
Yeah, the venue staff are always like, what is happening? So anyway, splurge for the VIP ticket if you're so inclined. And you can get yours now at wineandcrimepodcast.com. Go check it out. Dallas, I'm going to be there soon, baby.
We'll see you on October 19th.
We'll see you there. Gossip at the Corpse Cart contains graphic and explicit content that may not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Gossip at the Corpse Cart.
A cart full of corpses.
Oh, don't mind us. We're just pulling a cart full of corpses.
Nothing to see here.
Bring out your dead.
I'm not dead yet.
Bring out your weird headlines and shit you've seen in your newsfeed.
Indeed.
Most embarrassing stories / worst thing you've ever done.
My
Ever.
favorite.
So good.
Can't be
It's so
topped.
good.
We
It can't.
love your worst moments.
Absolutely.
Your
we do.
worst day is our best day.
Yeah.
I'm Lucy and sadistic.
Ooh, I'm Kenyon. I love Schadenfreude.
I'm Amanda and kind of into voyeurism, you guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. More than kinda.
You like watching and being watched?
They made love.
Let's get right the fuck into it, Amanda.
Let's. Okay, so heavy animal theme.
Good.
Yes. Always the
Heavy.
best.
Literally every headline has to do with an animal except for one.
Love it.
So let's just fucking get to it.
Make it work, people.
Make it work. Here we go. Out of the only place this could be from, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Florida aquarium blames manatee's death on high-intensity sex with another male.
Oh no!
Was it autoerotic asphyxiation?
Oh, I mean, I wish, kind
Just
of.
pounding.
Oh my god, there is a picture of this manatee. I'm just adding it to the drive.
Before or after?
Before
Oh, okay.
Hugh, the manatee, died. Oh my god.
That is the name of a gay manatee. I love it.
You guys
What?
died from... Oh no. Okay.
Tell us.
I'm sorry, it's really hard to get this out. It's shocking. Died from a 14.5 centimeter rip in his colon.
No.
Caused by a sexual encounter with another male manatee, Buffett, who is also his brother.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
14.5 centimeters is only like
It's enough
5
to bleed
inches.
out, I guess.
That's not the size of the tear. That's the size of the tear in his colon.
Right.
I'm just saying.
So he actually, he was 38 years old.
I don't know shit about manatees.
I didn't know
I'm
they could get that
realizing.
old.
So they were having anal.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that they were having incestuous, violent anal sex.
I guess,
in their
yeah. So this
golden
happened.
years.
This happened in April, and the staff noted he began exhibiting a change in behavior on April 29th, and staff began monitoring him closely. He then became unresponsive and ultimately was determined to have died.
Jesus.
Fuck! Why did his brother Why?
I'm not sure.
Was it consensual?
A necropsy report of Hugh's last day revealed that he died from a 14.5 centimeter rip in his colon caused by a sexual encounter with Buffett. A fecal sample.
That is a foul name.
Yeah, it's
a really weird
This is
sentence.
my manatee brother rapist, Buffett.
Buffett. Hi, I'm Hugh. This is my brother lover, Buffett. A fecal sample collected from Hugh after the encounter confirmed the presence of fresh blood, and officials noted the manatee's engagement in sexual behavior continued throughout the day. It was an all-day sex romp.
Why?
Then around 5:15 p.m., any hole in a storm, you know what I mean? Then around 5:15, Buffett was seen penetrating Hugh. When he swam away, witnesses noticed Hugh was at the bottom of the pool and unresponsive.
My God.
So Buffett kept pumping even after Hugh was dead, it sounds like.
So
raped him to
apparently
death.
manatees' sex lives are incredibly violent. And
Robust.
Their normal mating is, as this article describes, akin to gang rape.
Which is shocking because manatees are like such gentle creatures.
Yeah, they're the sea cows.
They just are
No.
super chill, but get them horned up, and I guess
All men are trash.
the aquarium addressed
All
Hugh's
men
death.
are
All manatees.
Oh, man.
The aquarium addressed Hugh's death, saying the manatees engaged in natural yet increased mating behavior observed and documented in manatees, both in managed care and in the wild.
Jesus Christ.
Although the aquarium said the April incident with Buffett and Hugh was, quote, the first time such heightened mating behavior was witnessed between two manatees, it said that in previous years, the two annually exhibited, quote, approximately 2 months of seasonal behavior changes, including but not limited to an increase in sexual behavior. They don't care that they're brothers. They're lovers.
They were gay lovers for a while.
Brother lovers.
Well, they're, in captivity, so they can't gang rape
Right.
as they're wont to do.
Regarding the consent, the aquarium said that Hugh and Buffett, quote, were both observed initiating and mutually seeking interactions from each other throughout the day.
Okay.
And there were no obvious signs of discomfort or distress, such as listing, crunching, or active avoidance that would have triggered a need for intervention.
Okay.
They were just trying to let them do their thing.
I'm seeing other headlines because, of course, I Googled this.
Of course you did.
And there are lots of headlines that are like, Florida cops beg residents to stop calling 911 about manatee sex.
Oh, God, it's that bad.
Because, yeah, people are witnessing these like gang rapes
Yeah.
from shore and they're calling 911.
How
And
shocking.
the cops are like, that's just how manatees have sex, y'all.
Oh, my God.
Well, is it fair to call it gang rapes?
It's just their way. It's their sex.
And
It's-
also, if Hugh had been a female, then maybe it would have gone in the vagina and his colon wouldn't have been torn. So it's not
Maybe.
like it's like there's a high percentage of fatality in
don't
manatee sex.
I don't know.
I think it's quite violent.
It seems like it is.
10 to 15 males gang up on one female.
Ooh. I mean,
Yeah, that's not great.
that's. I mean, it's
I
not.
had to make
it's
it
not
dark.
our way.
I had to make it dark.
I don't know. I think Buffett made it dark.
Buffett is a pervert, and I don't
Yeah.
like it.
R.I.P. Hugh.
Mm-hmm.
The aquarium said their animal care staff used positive reinforcement tools such as high value rewards. Oh God, and enrichment.
Juice
that had-
rewards.
juice rewards that had previously been successful. So they were probably trying to keep them distracted at this time. And it just, you can't watch them 24/7. You got to sleep. Although the aquarium called itself, quote, a gold standard for animal health and well-being, in the post, it also vowed to redouble our efforts to ensure our animal care operations meet or exceed existing and evolving policies. So they're going to try to avoid this happening again. What a way to go, though.
But they're not doing anything to Buffett.
No, I mean, they can't, it's natural. They
No
can't, like,
repercussions for Buffett.
typical man, no accountability.
Right. Mm-hmm. Fewer than 1% of manatee rapists.
Yep.
Ever see
see
jail
their
time.
day in court
Oh
or
my
jail time.
God.
Fewer than 1%. All right, I've got another typical man to talk to you about, but I'm not exactly sure where he's from, though this is screaming Florida or abroad.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know that y'all have seen these photos because I had, and I am excited to actually dive into this a little bit because it's a little confusing to me.
Okay.
Here's the headline. Man who spent $14,000 to transform himself into a border collie
Yes. Oh, thank
steps
God.
out for first ever walk in public.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Japanese. Oh, there's a video that it's
This
so
is a man?
disturbing.
Yeah. I've seen the video.
And he's like outside of a residence and scratching at the door, and it's very fucking shocking to watch.
He moves like a dog.
Like a dog. It's really, really
This is a dog.
It's a costume.
It's
not
a
like
costume.
plastic surgery.
right. It's a very expensive costume, but he's quite talented in recreating dog movement.
Yeah, I want to know how he's moving like his hind legs. Like,
I'm
is he
not
walking
sure.
on his knees?
I have to imagine it's the way that the costume is built. Maybe they'll answer some of these questions. The dog days are just beginning for this man. A Japanese native has transformed himself into a canine after forking out more than $14,000 for a custom-made collie costume. The private citizen, who goes only by Toko online, says the unusual garment has helped him actualize his dream of becoming an animal. Footage shared to Toko's YouTube channel, where he boasts more than 32,000 subscribers, it's about to be 32,001 because mama curious, shows him clad in the costume as he frolics on a lawn, rolls on a floor, and plays fetch. So the mouth moves,
I feel like
guess.
this costume is worth more than $14,000.
I know, it looks like a taxidermy dog. Like, I would just assume this was a dog.
It's exquisite.
It's absolutely stunning. Toko has even uploaded a video of himself venturing out in public as a dog for the very first time.
The paws are a little fucked up. It's hard
They are.
it's hard to get those right, I'm sure.
The paws are rough. I feel like they didn't have to go so hard on the nails.
Yeah.
Because a dog with hair this long, you don't really see the nails that prominently.
Right, they should have hid them with more hair.
But that's one of the
Sure.
only tells, honestly.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Bystanders appeared to be in awe of the man's doggy debut as he paraded down a busy street in a viral clip that has racked up 1.7 million views. Toko completed the costume with a harness strapped around his furry abdomen, but admitted he was nervous and scared of venturing out in public. Quote, "Do you remember your dreams from when you are little? You want to be a hero or a wizard," he wrote in the clip, describing his life dog dream.
What?
As seemingly unrealistic. "I remember writing in my grade school graduation book that I wanted to be a dog and walk outside." Okay, here's more
right.
photos are going on the drive. Listen, you do you, babes. You do you. I'm not going to yuck your yum. I'm terrified, but you do you.
The
You're not hurting
eyes-
anybody.
The eyes are really something.
They're oddly expressive.
Yeah, I think the eyes are actually executed really well. It's the nails and also like the lips.
The lips are a little off, and also the bulk of this dog. If I saw someone walking this dog, I'd be like, that dog needs more walks. I'd be like concerned for this dog's health.
Yeah.
As an introduction to his unusual hobby, Toko answered a series of questions in a video posted last year, admitting he always had a vague dream of becoming an animal ever since he was a child. Quote, "When I fulfilled that dream, this is how it turned out," he wrote in the clip, adding that he chose to become a collie due to the negligible size difference between the breed and humans. So it's like, I'm picking one that I can fit inside of.
Look, I'm watching him roll around. So it doesn't look like the mouth can open.
Yeah, but he'll nose the ball.
Yeah, he can nose things and he can roll.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
The pawing at the door really fucked me up.
Yeah.
I
Zeppet.
want to know about the hind legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeppet or Zpet, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, the company that manufactured Toko's collie costume, says it took 40 days to create the furry fashion item, which costs a cool 2 million yen, which is 14,161 US dollars. Modeled after a collie dog, it reproduces the appearance of a real dog walking on 4 legs. Despite garnering online fame with his puppy suit, Toko conceals his unusual proclivities from most of his friends and family. I rarely tell my friends because I am afraid they will think I am weird. He said in a separate interview with The Mirror, my friends and family seemed very surprised to learn I became an animal. Meanwhile, the Japanese man said last year that most of his colleagues were also unaware that he dresses as a dog outside of work. Hey, babe, what you do outside of work is, long as you're not hurting people, not anybody's fucking business. You do you. I don't want my hobbies to be known, especially by people I work with, he said. They think it's weird that I want to be a dog for the same reason why I can't show my real face. Wow.
Okay, fine.
This costume is so fucking impressive.
I
though.
like it.
I want to snuggle it.
Good for him.
I mean, who didn't have their time reading Animorphs and
girl.
imagining?
Oh, honey.
Lucy is like $14,000 away from doing that.
Yeah. I am
I'd be
absolutely
a cat in a second.
Yeah, I'm $14,000 of disposable fuck you money away from becoming a dog or cat. I would wanna be Josie.
Josie's got a great life.
That's the dog I'd want to be.
Here's the thing, though. I'd want to shrink down to the appropriate size to get the full effect.
Of being a cat.
Like, I feel like if you're still in your own body inside a costume, you're still in your human prison.
Yeah, it's still not quite there.
You're in your human prison, Russian nesting dolled into another prison.
Yeah, it's just like a very elaborate furry, but it's not a real transformation.
I'd rather
it's
just
not
take
magic.
I'd rather just take drugs and get into that mindset.
Yep.
Sure.
Periodically.
Fair. Yep.
Fair.
So I've got a couple more for you. I will admit I am terrified of spiders, but because of my terror, I follow a subreddit that is called R Spiders so that you can identify different spiders. And that's not where I found this, but it's why I was drawn to this when it was emailed to me, because looking at the photo of the spider, this looks like every Minnesota house spider or orb weaver spider. And now it unlocked a new fear. Okay. So here is the headline. Spider with erection inducing bite shuts down supermarket, but owners insist store is safe to reopen.
What?
I'll give you one guess where this hails
Australia.
from. Yep. There it is. Always. Australia, are y'all okay? Because no, you're not.
Walking around with boners.
Fucking boner bites? I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a weirdo. This is just from the spider bite.
Right. No, don't worry. I'm not actually hard. I was bit by a venomous erection-inducing spider. It's not my fault.
Is that a boner spider, or are you just happy to see me?
Jesus Christ. An Australian supermarket reopened following a 3-day closure to clear the store due to an alleged sighting of a spider with a deadly bite that could also cause an hours-long erection. Oh, okay, so you get hard
boner?
For hours and then you die.
Oh my God.
What?
There's
Did you see the picture?
a spider on my computer.
No. It's not the boner spider. Is it a spider?
Does that mean people without penises are good?
We're immune.
I don't know where it went.
Well, it's probably in your pants, giving you a boner bite. The penny market in Krems and Donau, closed Tuesday after the store manager spotted the spider in a banana box, another reason not to trust bananas, and immediately called the fire brigade to investigate. The manager described the spider as about 4 inches long. That's so big.
That's the size of a banana.
Okay, so the picture they put on the article that I put on the drive does not indicate scale and is also in black and white, so it looks a lot more like a common house spider than it actually is. So 4 inches long and colored black and red. And any spider that
does
has
not exist in Minnesota.
No, and any spider that would have red markings like that, you know that's a hard no-go. That's a no-no. You're going to the bone zone and then you're going to fucking die. The authorities initially suspected it was a banana spider. Cool, so that's a fucking thing. But previous cases of spiders and bananas from South America have identified the spider specifically as the Brazilian wandering spider. The Brazilian wandering spider has one of the deadliest bites in the world that can also
wander the fuck back to Brazil.
Yeah,
Absolutely
bye-bye.
not.
Bye-bye. You're a long way from home, Brazilian wandering spider. Keep it in your pants. Has one of the deadliest bites in the world that can also cause hypothermia, blurred vision, and convulsions.
What the fuck?
Most famously, the bite also causes, in some cases, hours-long erections.
Do you think that someone is like studying it? Like, do you think like Merck or whatever is like importing these spiders and like testing their
milking them?
No!
Researchers have used the venom in studies to treat erectile dysfunction.
Stop.
No.
Gotta make it capitalism, guys.
Yep.
Oh, that is so gross.
The Rue Retail
Save the
Group.
rainforest.
Save the fucking
your
rainforest.
Corpse boner.
Save my boner, tear down the rainforest. The Rue Retail Group, which owns the supermarket chain, said that the store carried out comprehensive cleaning and disinfection following the incident, which forced it to remain closed for 2 days. The branch is safe and clean. It can be ruled out that the animal seen is still in the store. However, this same chain banned reporters from taking photos inside the store and said any questions for the employees at the supermarket are off limits, which is hella sus.
Oh, I totally believe him now.
Yep. All fresh food was allegedly removed and replaced, and the group noted that during the extensive search, no spiders were found. All measures are for safety and are carried out meticulously so that the branch can be reopened. But, like, what are you hiding?
Banana
What the fuck are you
spiders.
hiding in there?
Yeah, they didn't replace shit.
Despite these reassurances, some shoppers did not want to return to the store, with one telling a local reporter they assumed the spider was still in the store, saying, "Where would it have gone?" and suggesting she would avoid buying any fruit in the meantime. Yeah, if you replaced everything and didn't find the spider, then where the fuck is the spider?
Yeah.
I'm not here for it.
Also, it's not, you can't go through meticulously an entire grocery store and find 0 spiders.
Right.
Like, there are spiders.
Yeah. Also,
It's-
just like look up the lifespan of that particular spider and then go back after that.
Right.
38 years.
The whole thing
It's like
thing
an
is
African
shady.
gray parrot.
It's a fucking, it's a tortoise. It can live to be 120 plus years
The
old.
Queen's Diamond Jubilee.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, some people are like, that's sus. I'm never fucking going back there. And other people are like, the penny store is fine. I'm not worried
Here's the
about
thing.
it.
All the fucking grocery stores have shipments of fucking bananas.
Every single one.
So, like, where are you gonna go to buy your groceries? If not
Right.
that store, it's just gonna be spiders at a different store.
Well, and if you live in a place, and this is not me being like, just move, but there are places with climates that are amenable to critters like this.
Yeah.
And if you live in a place like that, this is kind of just part of it.
Yeah.
Like, what are you
Move
not
to the
going to go?
frozen tundra?
Right. Come
and
to
you won't
Minnesota
have
where
to
things
deal
don't
with-
survive.
Yeah.
We do
where
have brown
nature-
recluse here, but that's like our worst thing.
Yeah, but nature completely recycles like every winter. Like everything dies once a year.
Yup.
Okay, I found it. It wasn't a spider. It was a stink bug.
Oh, thank God.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
All right, I've got 2 more for you. One more with an animal, and the photos.
Sorry, it's flying at me.
Oh my God,
my
I
God.
hate when they fly. They're so big.
Yeah, they fly really slowly.
They're harmless, but they're really gross.
Don't
looking.
squash it.
I don't care. I have to kill it.
Oh God. Well,
In the meantime, I have an animal wildlife story that I want to tell quick.
yes,
When I was in South Carolina last week,
yes.
we went to the Serpentarium, which is like crocodiles and alligators, which I still can't tell the fucking difference. And we went to a little snake show with one of the guys like working there, and like all these people gathered around. It was a 2 p.m. snake show. And obviously, well, Corey and I were like the oldest people who were there by ourselves without a child.
Yep.
And so like all these kids were raising their hands and asking questions, and one little girl raised her hand. She goes,
Oh my God. Have you ever done the,
But she goes,
those are the times when I'm like, I'm going to kick a kid in the fucking face.
I thought it was really funny because it just went on. It was like that. It was like that sound.
Mm-hmm.
She ended up asking, how do you tell whether the snake is a boy or a girl?
It's huge dick. Do you not see its huge fucking dick and balls?
The worker guy who's doing the presentation just goes,
Come on. You got to be prepared for that question.
That sigh is universally known. It spans every language, every form of communication.
He ended up saying it's really, really hard to tell. But if you really want to know, you have to do tests on it.
Yeah. Give it an
Moving
erection.
on.
Jesus. This is why you shouldn't allow questions unless you're over 18. Okay. This one I picked for the photos. They are fucking incredible. Here's the headline. Car with giant bull named Howdy Doody riding shotgun pulled over in Nebraska.
Yes,
Seen this.
I saw this.
It's unreal. And also
the biggest animal I've ever seen.
Also the back of it where its head or its butt is, the back of this car is just covered in shit. It's fucking disgusting.
I didn't see that.
It's straight up just shit. I can't. This is out of Norfolk,
That was Kenyon on
Nebraska.
her way home from French camp.
Absolutely. The second I got home.
It's a good lead into our next headline. But anyway, well, that's not something you see every day. Drivers in Norfolk, Nebraska were stunned after a full-size bull named Howdy Doody was seen. Now, they say
Howdy
riding
Doody.
shotgun, but I want to say riding passenger side in his best friend's ride
Yeah.
Yep.
on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
When authorities received reports that a vehicle with a cow inside was strolling through town around 10:05 a.m., police assumed the passenger would be a calf. But as officials neared the corner of West Norfolk Avenue and North 13th Street, they came upon a full-size bull riding in the passenger seat of a modified Ford Crown Victoria.
How is that
Crown
car
fucking
even
Vic.
moving? Like, that car is...
It's specialty, fitted for
Yeah,
this
the-
cow.
And also, the Crown Vic is, and I think you can actually see on here that this is clearly an auctioned old police car.
Yes.
And the Crown Vic was notorious for being like
It's
into
the Nokia
fucking structs.
phone of
Yeah.
cars.
It says
is.
911 on the back.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't still say that, but the car, which had horns attached to its hood, was also missing the passenger side roof, so Howdy Doody could fit in the car.
Howdy doody.
The animal is a regular attraction at parades and fairs throughout the state. Police reportedly asked the driver to just, quote, be careful and keep moving.
No
That's
way.
it. That's it.
Is he on
That's
the
the
highway?
end of the article. It wasn't on the highway.
Oh.
This is how he regularly transports this animal to these
I mean,
fairs.
it looks pretty fucking cruel to me. There's no way
Yeah.
this is comfortable for this car, for
no,
this
or
cow,
safe
or safe. But
for
like,
anyone on the road.
yeah, looks like if
Imagine
you just,
a head-on collision with
I-
this.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
He might love
Wow.
it. He might love the wind in his hair.
Might
his
he?
horns.
Anyway, okay. Speaking of covered in shit, I'm gonna round this out with maybe the most sent in headline in
I have a
GACC
guess.
fucking history. Oh, you know exactly what it is.
Yeah. Mhm.
Delta flight returns after passenger has diarrhea all the way through the plane.
Yep.
Footage has emerged of the, quote, onboard medical emergency that forced a U.S. airliner back to Atlanta only 2 hours into an 8-hour flight to Spain. A messy trail of diarrhea left by a struggling passenger.
They
Tag yourself.
obviously had a health issue.
Or were sick in some way.
Yeah.
Because holy shit, literally.
So much shit.
I've seen pictures. I didn't put them on the drive because nobody needs more shit on the blog.
I've seen them. They're gross.
But it was a lot of poop, and it really was the entire way down the aisle. It was like flower girl level spreading.
How could that, like through the pants?
Down the legs.
Down the legs, maybe a skirt situation.
I think it was a man
Well,
wearing pants.
down the legs. If it's that wet, it's just going to go down the legs, I guess. Maintenance crews spent 5 hours cleaning the Delta Airlines Airbus A350 after its enforced early landing, including replacing an aisle carpet ruined in the incident. I had heard that, like, they had tried to keep... Oh, yep, okay, good. It talks about it. Okay. Passengers, reportedly including the one suffering diarrhea, were allowed to reboard after an 8-hour delay, making it to Barcelona on Saturday.
Let that passenger... Okay.
Yep. I mean,
would've been
get it
like,
all
I'm
out,
sorry,
honey.
you live in Baltimore now.
Yeah.
Well, Atlanta, but yes. Making it to Barcelona on Saturday afternoon with no further incidents. So the
Imagine
Imodium
being
worked.
that person. You can't get back on the flight with those same
You're
people.
still like
Oh.
20 hours late to your Spanish vacation.
I personally would have booked a different flight. I couldn't have faced those people.
Absolutely
I
not.
couldn't have done it.
I would have been like, fuck my bag, my
But this is
carry-on,
like
but
the-
I'm out.
Only the confidence of a white man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what this person looks like, but I can only assume.
Yeah.
Accounts from some on board posted to social media described flight crew doing their best to mop up
no.
the mess with paper towel. I'm seriously trying not to
you
throw
light
up.
that plane on fire.
With paper towels and scented.
That's a tax write-off.
Land it in the ocean.
Yeah, and kill everyone on board. We're done.
MH370.
Yeah,
that motherfucker.
we don't know where they go.
Oh, no.
Later, go join Amelia Earhart.
Maybe that is what happened to that plane.
Yeah, maybe. So they tried to clean it up with paper towels and scented disinfectant.
Baby, no.
But that only had the effect of making the plane, quote, smell of vanilla shit.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yep.
I
Another
will take the gas leak any day.
Yeah, you're lucky. Another described cabin crew placing an absorbent paper runner over the aisle and passengers having to climb over seats to avoid it as they left the plane at Atlanta Airport.
I would be throwing up fucking everywhere. Oh, my God.
An audio recording of a conversation between the pilot and air traffic control revealed the reason for the jet's sudden turnaround over central Virginia. Quote, "It's just a biohazard issue," the pilot said. "We had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane, so they want us to come back to Atlanta." The audio was posted to X, formerly Twitter. I fucking hate you, Elon Musk. Along with an image of the Federal Aviation Authority flight strip confirming the reason for the U-turn. Delta Airlines blamed an onboard medical issue.
I thought they were over the ocean when they had to turn around.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, that's good.
Our teams worked as quickly and safely as possible to get our customers to their final destination. I'm seriously gagging. We sincerely apologize to our customers for the delay and inconvenience to their travel plans. I can't believe they had them back on that same plane.
Oh,
They cleaned it and put them back on the plane.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. I'm sorry. Delta, I would just refuse. I
Yeah.
would refuse. I would
The
not.
incident came a week after Air Canada apologized to 2 passengers who were booted from a flight from Seattle to Montreal because they complained about being made to sit in seats covered in vomit. I saw that too.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, flying, like, no matter what airline you fly, it's not what it used to be, y'all.
It's the worst.
It's-
We looked up flights. We want to go visit Zach's grandma because she's, 92 and
Right.
she can't travel anymore and we got to go visit her down in Florida. There are no direct flights from where we live, which okay, fine. And the only time we have off is around New Year's Eve because we want to go for at least 3 nights.
Yeah.
And the flights were coach round trip $900 per person each.
Stop.
So we're just driving
Yeah.
the 12 hours.
It's unbelievably expensive.
God.
Yeah.
What
I know.
no one can vacation in this country anymore. It is too fucking expensive.
I mean, not even vacation, just
Get
Visit
around.
family.
visit family. What if you had an emergency? I don't know.
Yeah.
It sucks.
We
It
need
fucking sucks.
trains.
We
Bring
do.
back trains, Joe Biden.
Yeah, with our 1-year-old, we're driving 12 and a half hours each way because I just cannot stomach spending $1,800 for
it's ridiculous.
4 days to visit a grandma in Florida. I can't do it.
No.
Bullshit. Anyway, those are my headlines.
He said bullshit as I still have the photo up of Howdy
the
Doody
bowl.
with his poop all over the back window.
It covered in shit, that car.
so
that
gross.
Crown Vic. I fucking can't. Anyway, as always, if you have a shitty or juicy or hilarious headline, head to our website, wineandcrimepodcast.com, go to the Contact Us page, and plop it in that little form with the drop-down menu. Plop.
Now I'm going to barf.
Marking funny headlines, and it'll come to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should we hear a quick word from our sponsors and then move on to the next shit-riddled story that I'm sure one of you degenerates sent into us?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, continuing with the shit theme.
No way.
Of
Immediately?
course.
Immediately.
Oh, my God.
There's always a poopy one.
I know, but sometimes they're a little more buried.
Yeah. Well, not this time around. I actually
Coming
don't
right out.
recall what it is, but
Oh, God.
I list myself little like titles for each of them, and this one I know involves poop. Okay,
Great.
What's your title?
the title is I'll give it away. I'll tell you after.
Oh, I'm reading it. Okay, got it.
Quote, "Hi gals, listening to chicken nugget crimes reminded me of a mild trauma from last week when you said eating meat after not eating it for a while will probably make you sick.
Oh, yeah. Make a shit. Big time.
I wanted to confirm. Yes, it sure does.
Wow.
So here goes the story of how I basically paid $10 to shit my pants on camera.
What?
Are you a
For
news
free?
anchor?
You paid? You can make good money off of that content, honey.
I stopped eating red meat a few years ago for a reason I can't even remember at this point, but I am in too deep now to change it. Well, as I was traveling, I stopped at home to see my mother, where she had worked very hard preparing a nice dinner. Spaghetti with meat sauce.
Oh.
I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so I sent some good vibes up to the diarrhea gods and dug in.
Well, they heard you.
All seemed fine, and it was delicious. While in grad school, I've been teaching ESL online to students in other countries, which means weird hours. So a few hours after dinner, I logged onto my class.
Oh, my God.
I was 8 minutes into my lesson when my stomach started to gurgle. Having extreme social anxiety and not knowing how to appropriately excuse myself from the class for a minute, I clenched my cheeks and willed myself to make it to the end of my 25-minute lesson.
Sometimes
No,
that is
absolutely
not
not.
enough. Not enough.
Absolutely not. It's always okay to excuse yourself
Yep.
in that emergency. When I was like subbing in middle school, sometimes I would just be like, okay, work on your worksheet, gotta go, bye.
Yep.
And I just,
Go
sometimes
shit.
you got to.
Ghost them.
When you were in middle school?
No, when I was teaching middle school for like 3 months
Where was this?
in South Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
keep
who
up.
the fuck let you do that?
Well, now we know.
Okay, I would just ghost them.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're willing themselves to make it through it. The pains would come and go for the next 15 minutes, but I trusted my asshole's strength to make it
No.
through.
No.
No, she's not your friend.
Every asshole has its limits.
Has an expiration date.
But with 3 minutes left, it happened. The pain was so severe I couldn't move my legs and I totally froze. I was shitting my pants. Right in front of this innocent kid who was doing his best to learn the word table.
Oh, honey.
Mesa.
I was dropping a big ol' load in my yoga pants.
While sitting.
Finally, class was over and I ran to the bathroom screaming, I shit my pants!
Oh, God.
I then proceeded to be violently ill from the dreaded meat sauce. Obviously, I had to get right into the shower, and it wasn't until I returned to my computer 20 minutes of sanitizing later that I realized I had back-to-back classes, and there was a poor little girl sitting in my classroom the whole time.
Hearing you screaming, I shit my pants.
She heard every moment of my meltdown where I screamed the graphic details.
No.
That's vocab.
It is.
ESL. You have to know these
It's a
things.
listening exercise.
Yep.
about how I couldn't believe I shat myself. Needless
Oh
to
my
say,
God.
she reported me.
What?
Canceled all future classes with me, and I got fined $10 from the company.
Oh, that is absurd. You were ill.
It was a medical emergency.
Turn this plane around.
has got to be against some sort of ADA regulation.
You weren't on a Delta flight.
No.
And probably the whole cussing thing wasn't great either, but all I can think about is how I paid $10
Yep.
to shit my pants on camera.
That is
I will
fucking...
add, in front of a child.
Yeah. Well, you know what? She didn't watch you shit. She just heard it. She'll be fucking fine.
I've never shit myself while sitting, like in a chair. That can't be good.
I've sharted sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never
Definitely.
I
shart?
feel like I'm always
That-
standing. I don't know.
Interesting.
How odd.
Yeah.
Well, justice for this gal, because that's some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, you are owed $10.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Next one. Quote, my best girlfriend and I caused a car accident. Let me explain.
Been there.
We were in high school coming home from a party and had just left our local pizza parlor. After the party comes the after party. Am I right, ladies? We could walk back to my place from there, so we started on our journey. We got to talking about boys and how we hadn't been catcalled in a while, a relatively common occurrence for us where we live. And just as we both sigh, saying, I guess we aren't that cute anymore. Oh my
Oh,
God.
God.
I mean, I've done it, but like looking back now. Okay. A car full of guys comes speeding by us, yelling that we are, quote, hotties. We start to laugh, like, what are the chances? And then we heard the sounds that only one car smashing into another could make.
Oh, no.
That, you didn't cause it. That's on those idiots.
Kenyon caused a car accident once.
A man not knowing how to regulate his own emotions caused
Right.
a car accident.
There it is. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Is not my problem that I
Nope.
didn't want to date him and I just wanted to maintain the status quo and he didn't know what the words status quo meant.
So then he ran his car into a tree.
Is really expensive.
His Maserati.
But women can't be president
No.
because we're too emotional.
And then he had to come back to the party where you broke up with
To
him.
get a ride.
To get a
I didn't even break up with him. I just didn't want to date him officially because I was embarrassed because
Yep.
he was dumb.
Yeah, that
I just
really
wanted to make out with
was
him in private.
embarrassing for you. I'll never understand that
It's
one.
like, you smell good and you're a good kisser, but you're dumb as a rock.
Yeah.
And so I cannot officially date you. I cannot bring myself to do that, sir.
I benefited
Listen, we've
from
all,
that. He bought
we've
us ice
all
cream
made
a bunch.
choices.
Yeah.
I went on
benefited
all
from
of
a
your
lot
dates.
of your relationships. Free movies, popcorn.
Yeah. Gotta be in it for the freebies. Okay.
Seriously.
So the cat callers got in the car accident. Okay. We both stop dead in our tracks, look at each other, and then jog up to the car. It's nothing major, a fender bender at worst. We ask everyone if they're okay, and they say just some bruised egos. So we continue to walk home. At least there's like a little bit of self-awareness. Mm-hmm. As soon as we got out of earshot, we giggle to each other and say, still got it, and cheekily high five.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh my God. Okay. Next one. Quote, hey ladies, hearing the last GACC about the spider butt, don't even remember what that was.
I also have no recollection of this.
Sent in years ago, so
I believe them. I just don't remember.
inspired me to send in a Scottish tale for you. My partner and I are Canadians who moved to Glasgow for me to go to vet school. We went on a road trip with some friends last summer, and while driving near Glenelg,
Sure.
that's a rough name. We saw a glimpse of a waterfall, so we parked next to the road and walked through a valley to find it. Okay, this is magical. You're about to be
Yeah.
transported to another time.
You're going to get stuck in a fairy ring if you're not careful.
Put your dog on a leash.
Yeah, it's going to kill itself jumping over
No.
a bridge.
The hike to the waterfall was rocky and a bit rough, but it was worth it since it was huge and magical, and we put on bathing suits and swam under the fucking freezing waterfall like we were in a movie.
Jesus.
On our way back, our friend Sarah decided she was going to take the most picturesque shit of her life back in the little valley.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Incredible.
And the waterfall's a huge bidet.
Oh, like a gilded bidet.
Yeah. Cold.
At the time, I was jealous that I did not also need to shit.
I'd be jealous. I would definitely be jealous. I'm
You'd
jealous
try.
right now.
Yeah,
I'd push until something happened.
just squat until you feel something move.
Squat until my entire fucking anus prolapses because I'm trying so hard to have a magical shit, and then I'd spend the rest of my fucking trip in the hospital. That's exactly what would fucking happen to me.
Once we were all back at the car, we started our post-hike tick check.
No.
It's always good to do since after a hike, blah, 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 they need at least 36 hours on you to transmit Lyme disease. I didn't know that. So if you if you catch them quick,
That's
You're
only
okay.
Irish ticks.
Scottish. But there were a few more on us than we were expecting. That is
God.
horrific.
Oh, God.
So we stripped down to underwear and t-shirts on the side of the road, and it was two couples, so we were just checking each other. And as Sarah's boyfriend, Ken, was checking her, he was finding lots of ticks high up on her legs. Sure he was.
I'm just checking for ticks.
Lot right around your vulva.
Is
think they're
this where the
inside.
tick is?
I have
Is that to the left? Is,
Oh
do
my
you feel a
God,
tick
look at
there?
this huge
found the
red
tick.
tick.
Ick!
Let me poke it. I've never seen
If
this
you
before.
rub it, it'll release.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the proper way to remove ticks.
This is
Just like a
so
DJ
fucking
motion.
Stupid. We're such idiots. Okay.
So he's a local and very tick savvy.
Oh, great.
What a tick
He
head.
can find the tick.
So he says that if they're high up on her legs, they're definitely in her underwear.
I've heard that one before. Never fall for it, ladies.
Get the money first.
Get the money
really.
first.
She knew he was right, so she ended up stripping and Donald ducking it right next to the car.
Incredible.
She checked most of the crevices herself, but there was one spot she needed his help to check.
Her asshole.
So she bends over and spreads her ass cheeks right there on
Wow.
the side of the road in the Scottish countryside.
Also picturesque.
Wow. What a meet cute.
Wait, aren't they dating?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, I thought it was just like, it was your best friend's boyfriend.
That's when he knew she was the one. She let go of her cheeks, turned around, and he had dropped to one knee.
He didn't find a tick in there, but he pulled out an immaculate diamond ring.
It was love at first sight.
Love at first brown eye.
Somehow, sadly, not a single van with a young family or old British couple drove by at this very moment.
Dang.
Oh my God.
Probably better that they didn't, though, because Ken noticed that a little brown dot in her asshole was moving.
What?
That's right.
What?
One tick had made its way into her asshole.
No, it hadn't.
Get the
We're done.
tweezers.
We're done.
New fear?
Bye-bye.
Worse than that, Ken had to reach in and pinch the tick out of his girlfriend's freshly shat out of butthole.
Oh, she didn't have a toilet paper either.
No. Let alone a bidet.
Well, she did have nature's bidet.
But this was after they left the waterfall.
Oh.
If that's not love, I don't know what is.
Now they're married.
Sarah kept super calm and waited for Ken to remove it and finish his check. Once it was out, she screamed and jumped up and down, shaking in disgust. Naturally, we all had to check each other's buttholes just in case.
Well, yeah, once you see one tick
Yeah.
butthole, I'm not fucking leaving without my butthole checked.
Yeah.
That's for goddamn sure.
Luckily, there were no other moving dingleberries.
Oh my God.
The moral of the story, be careful where you shit. Real love isn't always pretty. Sadly, the two of them broke up, but I have confirmed that the tick eating her ass was not the cause.
Check for
I was
ticks.
going to
And
say, now they
Scotland
have
is
3
beautiful.
beautiful children.
No, he broke up because she cheated on him with that tick by letting it eat her asshole.
She's no
Yeah.
longer pure.
Yeah. He's really insecure, so he
She's
couldn't
not a high
live
value
up.
woman.
That tick was a dude.
She's not a high value woman.
Ish.
Oh my fucking God. Duh.
This is why I don't go outside, you guys. I'm
Yeah,
not
fuck
about
that.
it.
This is why you don't go outside.
It's
Absolutely
not fucking worth it, dude.
No. Okay, this was a short one. Hey, gals, I gotta remain anonymous, but we'll get to it. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, but it being Pride Month made me remember an old habit I had in college. The closest, cheapest, and most convenient store for an art student was Hobby Lobby. Even as a wee gay, I knew that the Hoblob sucked as a corporation for easily Googleable reasons. So I did what I think the closest to serial killer rationale I've ever gotten to and decided to make them pay a gay tax.
Ooh.
Theft.
They were giving money to anti-gays. I'll donate to myself from them. I'd use coupons and pay for most things and big shit, but I'd tack on a little gay tax most days. Happy Pride. Be gay. Do crime.
Yep. Yep.
Good for you.
A little light theft.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
If you have to shop there, then
You know,
try to make it profit neutral.
yeah, I feel like I have similar
Profit
feelings about
neutral.
self-checkout. Like, if you are going to force me to do your job because a corporation won't just pay employees a fair wage to make sure I pay for all of my items, then something might end up in that bag that I didn't realize I didn't scan. And that's
you're
just
not a
user
professional.
error. I'm not a professional. I didn't get the training. Not my fucking fault.
I hate self-checkout. I refuse.
At the airport, Corey went into one of those Amazon stores where you put in your credit card to get in through a turnstile, and then you just take whatever you want and walk out. It scans it as you walk out. That's
This
crazy.
is the future. That's like
hate
that
it.
store we went to in New York where you put everything in the bin
Yeah.
and it just knows what's in the bin.
And we still needed to ask for help because the fucking
Yeah.
bin was broken.
yeah, it's just like
it's
what
just
the fuck?
annoying, and it's taking people's jobs.
Yep.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Also, there should always be something free for you after you check out and you're leaving a store.
A little
there should be
treat.
a little treat table. I always feel, I mean, I
Where are you
don't do
getting
it.
this?
Give me my little treat. I did it. I want my treat.
I don't do this, but literally every single time I leave a store after I've paid, I think I should be given a free little treat. What?
Why do you why?
I don't know.
I have never
Okay.
stolen anything in my life. Actually,
You haven't lived.
Amanda, remember when we were at the Picker Nose and I walked out with that $1 bracelet?
Yeah, so you lamented about it and went back in.
I went back in to pay for it, and she goes, "Oh, well, this booth was 50% off anyway, so you owe me 50 cents." Well, first I went back in, I was like, "I didn't pay for this. I need to pay for this." And she goes, "Aw, you're cute." So I've never stolen
Yeah.
anything in my life, but when we were in South Carolina, I was at some store and I was walking around with this little ring, and it was like $50. It's like this really cute brass ring. I'm wearing it right now. And I was just kind of walking around looking at the rest of the store before I paid. But it was just a ring and it was already on my finger.
That's how it happens.
And I was just like, I could just walk out and nobody would fucking know.
But you didn't do it because you're a fucking pussy.
No, I didn't do it.
Yeah, you're a little fucking pussy.
I am a little pussy.
Apparently, I stole a bunch when I was a little kid.
Oh, me too.
And my mom would find it, and then we'd be hours away from wherever the store was.
Listen, loss prevention, they build it in to the budget for little fucking kids
Yep.
But as
who
an
just
adult,
really want that lip
Stole
gloss
a
or that
lot
little
from
teddy
Joanne
bear.
Fabrics. A
as
lot
an,
of buttons.
as an adult, though, wouldn't you be mortified if you were caught?
Yeah. I can't imagine. That's why I don't take anything, but I
No,
always
I'm not
want to.
stealing on purpose. I'm just saying I have definitely more than once accidentally walked out of Target. I have ADHD, so I was holding a shirt and I went through checkout just still holding the shirt with all of my other items. The person checked me out. Didn't realize that I was just holding that shirt and just walked out with it. No one stopped me, and I didn't fucking go back in. I realized it when I got to my car, and I thought I was putting my purse down, but I was putting down my purse and a shirt. Yeah, I'm not intentionally shoplifting.
And it's a major corporation.
I'm not going back in to fix
If it's a major corporation, but at the picker nose, I had to go back.
Yeah,
that's
if
fair.
it's an independent little boutique. Yeah.
Antique mall.
Mm-hmm.
They needed my 50 cents.
Nice if after you checked out of whatever store, there was just a little freebie table and you could just get a little something.
I've just never in my life thought like, you know
little
what?
pack of gum.
I deserve
I
a
went
little
shopping.
treat.
I'm entitled to a little treat for free.
Feel like it would be nice.
Not saying it wouldn't be nice. We're just saying we've never
thought
had that thought.
Never had that
now
thought.
you're going to have that thought every single time you leave a store.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe. All right, great.
All right. There's one more.
Okay.
Quote, I was a rather dramatic child and am now a rather dramatic adult. So
Great.
I have no regrets about this phase in my life and would 10 out of 10 do this again.
Kenyon, you can't write into your own show.
Yeah, that's cheating.
I don't know what's coming, so I cannot cop to this. In fact, I was voted biggest drama queen in the high school yearbook and participated in every mediocre musical and play, complete with vocal rests and taking shots of honey in class so that everyone knew my hobby of choice.
Okay, Amanda, you can't write into your own show.
It's me. I'm sorry, I can't speak today. Not only
Vocal
is
rest.
it the anniversary of Kurt Cobain's death, but I am on vocal rest.
We had a whole vigil.
Whole vigil.
I was like, I think I know who Kurt Cobain is. I'll go light
the
candles
guy-
on the football field.
The guy that Jessica had a crush on told me I shouldn't
Heckled
go
us.
because I didn't know enough about Kurt Cobain, including his daughter's name.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
Francis
was like,
Bean.
sir, I barely know 2 songs of Kurt. Like, of course I don't know enough about Kurt Cobain. Why do you?
I'm just here to hang out.
I'm
You're
just here
troubled.
to play with the lighter that Amanda lifted from her sister to have this
Correct.
seance.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. So drama queen. But I digress. This story is about a new girl in town that I decided for no reason whatsoever I disliked. My best friend at the time, Chloe, really liked her, and so naturally I felt threatened and knew immediately I needed to do something. Well, I think we got to the bottom of that pretty quick.
Yep. No idea why you didn't like this girl.
I thought about spreading a rumor about her. Nothing detrimental, just some harmless fun.
Just that she was pregnant and, you know.
Oh
A fugly slut.
Had hairy nipples. It's fine.
Right.
But what I came up
Blew
with
a hot dog.
was so much better.
That was one time.
Making out with Coach Carr.
Trying back?
Trying back.
I have to fucking rewatch Mean Girls.
Trying back.
That scene is so incredible.
I pulled Amanda aside at lunch one day and told her, I have to tell you something.
Oh my God, I remember this.
When you first moved here, I really didn't like you, so I spread a really mean rumor about you. But now I like you and I want to come clean. I told everyone that you collected pieces of Chris's hair and were turning them into a paintbrush.
Holy shit. Why?
What the fuck?
What a fucking weird.
This is the most 9th grade thing.
Just so you know.
Well, you're so obsessed with Chris that you're stealing their hair and turning it into a fantasy.
Just so you know,
Not like
I'm happy that you're here.
Holy shit.
Brush. The fuck?
This is amazing.
Let me
Oddly
be clear.
specific. Have you done this, dear writer?
Let me be clear. I did not actually ever spread that rumor. But Chris was Amanda's and everyone's crush, so I knew that she would frantically try to stop said rumor if she thought it existed.
Okay,
Just
that's
so everyone
brilliant.
knows, I'm not collecting Chris's hair and turning it into a paintbrush.
She gets up at assembly and makes an announcement.
Gets on morning
This is-
announcements.
This is sociopath. This is so brilliant.
Love
The gaslighting. I have a confession to make because I want to protect you now, and I'm so sorry that I did this.
Amanda was so grateful that I, quote, came clean.
Holy shit.
We became fake friends afterwards, but she said, quote, I have to tell people it's not true.
Oh my
For the following
God.
several weeks, I watched Amanda frantically try to explain to Chris and all of his very popular friends that she was not collecting his hair. I was a paintbrush.
He's like, who are you?
It's like, I don't even know you.
You're the new girl, right?
Holy shit.
Sorry, I don't
Hi,
have
I'm Amanda, and I definitely did not collect your hair and turn it into a paintbrush.
Sorry, I don't have any change.
Sorry, I don't have any change. Can you fuck up? Well, you got a problem with me? I swear I didn't collect your hair and turn it into a paintbrush. That was a rumor. Never happened.
She looked crazy. And then people did start to think she was making hair paintbrushes. I'm crying.
This is if I could go back to middle school right the fuck now.
The ammo.
This
Can
is
you
psychological warfare.
It's really mean.
This is cutthroat.
Diabolical.
It's fucking diabolical.
Absolutely diabolical.
Oh my God, I'm living
I
for
forgot
it.
the end. I forgot the end.
What?
Amanda, oh my God, I'm dying.
No.
I'm laughing too hard. I cannot get this out. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm fully crying.
Doing your Lamaze breathing.
Hold on.
Holy shit.
Amanda and I are now both bridesmaids in Chloe's
What?
wedding.
No. 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 No fucking way.
Please confess it. Confess at the wedding. Get drunk and confess.
Holy shit.
I'm not sure she knows or ever knew but what I did, but I will certainly drunkenly tell everyone at the bachelorette party.
Oh, did you hear that Chloe used to make fucking paintbrushes out of human hair?
And perhaps
Go
start
off,
another
witch
adult-sized rumor just for funsies.
Holy shit.
Please follow up.
She steals from Hobby Lobby too. Did you hear that?
The bachelorette party has definitely happened by now, so we need a part 2.
Oh
I'm fucking
my
dying.
fucking God.
What if she got super pissed and like it was a
Yeah.
whole thing?
Ruined the whole thing.
Listen, that might be my new favorite common confession ever. Hi, I'm Amanda. I just want to clear something up. I never stole your hair to make a paintbrush, okay? Great meeting you. Bye.
And all of his popular friends.
I cannot. I will never recover. Ever.
Like, I don't know where that rumor came from, but like, I
It's
swear
crazy.
it's not true.
I know
definitely
everyone's
not true.
talking about this, but I swear it's not true. What?
Who are you again?
I was stealing your hair for a totally different purpose.
You guys, I have never made a paintbrush in my life. That's absurd.
Ropes? Yes.
Paintbrushes? No.
It was for my voodoo doll.
It was twine. Relax.
Oh my
Oh my
fucking
God.
God.
All right, so those are the coven confessions this month. I don't think I could top that one.
I feel physically ill.
I almost threw up. I peed a little bit. My pelvic
Yeah.
floor is not great.
busted.
Not what it once was.
She busted. Oh,
My Daniel.
oh, gross. Gross. Anyway, okay. Should we hear a quick word from our sponsors?
Yes. Are we ready for corner? Because I'm
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'll never be ready for anything ever again in my entire life.
not. Paintbrushes.
I can't.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm so hot. All right. Okay, this first one was sent in by Katie, and I thought it was appropriate for Halloween. It is from NBC, and it's from 2011. So it's old, but I really loved it, and there is a photo on the drive. The title is Goo of Death Solves Mystery of Headless Corpse.
Well, I can see why you liked it.
Okay.
A headless human corpse floating in the bay of Lake Brienz in Switzerland, first thought to be a dead sheep as its thigh bones and an upper arm bone protruded from its torso that were encased in a cement-like cocoon, has divulged its secrets.
Okay. Do I want to know its secrets?
So they thought it was a dead sheep because it was just like a hunk, like a chunk.
Right.
Okay.
So, and it was like weird looking. So the macabre substance coating the torso and parts of the remaining limbs is called adipocere,
Yeah.
a fatty, waxy material that sometimes forms from a decomposing body's soft tissues.
Add it to the glossary.
It's
Oh,
in there,
God.
baby. It's in there. Adipocere is familiar to investigators. It can make identifying a body and pegging its time of death actually really tricky.
And make pegging really enjoyable.
Really slippery.
If you want to try pegging, reach for the adipocere
That's what Buffett was saying to Hugh.
and your hair paintbrush.
You want to get a good grip, especially when there are no arms or legs.
Jesus.
Okay, quote, when you see such a kind of body with an adipocere, it is absolutely clear that it is not a fresh body, says Michael Talley, then a young resident doctor in Bern and now a professor of forensic medicine at the University of Zurich. I was thinking then this body must be some months or even years old. But after some creative CSI know-how, Talley, who had taken this body on as his first big case, realized
Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy,
on realized this corpse was much, much older, from some 300 years ago.
Damn.
Other clues suggested the man had drowned and was engulfed by the surrounding sediments, only to be uncovered after some earth shaking in the region.
That's cool.
So he drowned, his body sank down to the bottom, he was covered up, and then there was like
some crevice.
then there was like an earthquake, and he floated back up.
Emerged. Wow.
At first, Talley estimated this corpse to be between 6 months and 5 years old, and then he noticed the adipocere, which is naturally white, but on this guy, it had some unusual patches of really intense blue.
Oh my God, it was like blue cheese.
Oh.
Kind of.
Oh.
He suspected that the blue had come from the person's clothing, a theory he later dismissed in favor of algae. But biologists from the University of Bern informed him that it was likely a mineral. If a mineral had precipitated on the body's adipocere shell, then that person must have died a lot earlier. And the adipocere preserved the body, so they couldn't actually tell how old it was at first.
Weird.
Oh, okay.
So they performed an x-ray and a physical examination. To peek beneath the shell that encased the remains, including the preserved heart and other soft structures, they had to cut through it with a saw.
Blech.
Records of adipocere extend back to the exhumation of remains in a Paris cemetery at the end of the 18th century. Sometimes considered a form of mummification, it forms when decomposition takes a strange turn and fat in the soft tissue transforms into the hardy soap-like substance.
Yeah, soap is just fat and alkali mixed together.
Yeah. This substance acts as a preservative and resists normal decomposition. Certain factors that seem to be important in triggering that transformation include an oxygen-free environment, so at the bottom of a lake, check. The presence of certain bacteria and body fat, warm temperature, a mildly alkaline environment, and moisture, either in the environment or from the body itself. So like being at the bottom of a lake.
Yeah, pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a human soap.
Yeah. While formation can take some time, some research indicates that it can begin within a few days after death if it's in the right environment.
If you died and became soap, would you want someone to turn that into like pretty little guest bathroom soaps?
Yes, because then Blortney's mom might accidentally eat some of me at a baby shower.
Thinking it's white chocolate.
And it would be hilarious. So, yes. Or was that your bridal shower?
Yeah.
Okay.
She thought it was a little dish of white chocolates.
And she tried so hard to keep it to herself and not let anyone
just
know.
Goes, did you just eat that soap? Because she's gagging over the sink.
We were all on the floor fucking laughing. It was so funny. Oh my God. So, short answer, yeah. I super would want that.
So, this is an amazing quote from a person named Ann Ross, who's an anthropologist at North Carolina State University. Quote, a lot of people say it's greasy. I always think of it like a thick cottage cheese consistency because it's kind of lumpy also.
Oh, I thought it was harder than that. That's really foul. Okay.
Now you'll never eat cottage cheese is how the quote ends.
Yep. You're right, Ann Ross.
And I really like cottage cheese.
I still do.
I used to.
Most of us, we consider it a nuisance and it's true because it's very difficult to get off the bone. And it's the bones that contain clues to the person's identity, including their sex, age at time of death, and any sign of trauma. Mm-hmm. So after removing the adipocere from the pelvic bones, Talley and colleagues determined that the body belonged to a man. And so the corpse became known as the Blue Man. Mm-hmm. Blue Man Group. The Blue Man's stomach and intestines contained cherry pits, which, if decomposition had taken its natural course, wouldn't have survived for very long. But because he was oddly preserved, there remained this evidence of his diet and, more importantly, material that researchers could, like, carbon date.
Are you sure it wasn't Jack Nicholson from Witches of Eastwick?
Maybe.
Yeah. Aren't cherry pits toxic?
Arsenic.
Yeah.
Well,
it could have been a cause of death.
It doesn't say anything about that, so...
Well, it's true, though.
Maybe.
Eating more than 20 to 30 can lead to dangerous toxicity. Your body can withstand up to 50 milligrams of cyanide before it becomes poisonous.
Oh, cyanide, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there were just a couple, but...
Okay.
So they examined the cherry pit and bone collagen from the corpse, and they put his death as far back as 300 years.
Wow.
Based on the concentration and the type of diatoms, which is a type of algae found in his bone marrow, they believed that he drowned.
Okay.
Wow.
And about a week before the body was discovered, there were 2 like mini earthquakes in Switzerland. So that may have caused an underwater landslide that exposed the once buried body.
Weird.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So the blue mineral, which according to Talley was the most exciting aspect of the case because it turned the guy blue, was found to be an iron phosphate called vivianite.
Okay, well, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Described only 3 times before on bodies, including that of the 5,300-year-old Italian ice mummy named Otzi, which you might have heard of before.
Sounds like a character on Mootsie.
I've only heard of Goatsy. Don't Google it.
Ew. I won't.
I'll take
Eel pit
for it.
Eel pit guy?
Goatsy. Don't Google it.
Don't Google Goatsy.
We have very different algorithms.
What?
I'm like, it's a sweet Irish guy who rates snacks.
Don't Google it.
One place where Kenyon and I overlap is rug cleaning videos.
Absolutely.
That's our big thing.
Even if they're all fake, I don't care.
Don't care. They're so soothing.
That would be the one video game Kenyon plays, though. The house
Clean
power
the rug.
washing.
Yep.
So soothing.
Do they have that as a video game?
A power washing video game? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You should text Bo about it.
What? Is it on your phone?
No, it's like a PlayStation. It's like a full video game.
Well, fuck that. I'm not going to get a console for this.
Well, it might be one you already have. It might be Xbox. I don't know.
We don't have an Xbox. We only have a Switch.
Next.
We're not really a video game household.
Oh, well, Bo played like hundreds of hours of this game after like recovering from a surgery and was just playing a power washing video game.
I love it.
Just high on Percocet.
Holy shit.
That is better than a Swiss spa.
Kenya's a gamer now.
Yeah.
Kenya
guys
just
do if I bought a
runs and
full
gets an
gaming
Xbox. Only for
like
the
the
one
chair
game.
and the table and the
chair.
You become a
the
streamer.
curved screen.
You make a Twitch.
Wait, I kind of want to be a Twitch streamer for the power washing game. though.
Yeah. Text Bo. We'll tell you. Okay. So this next one was sent in by a few different people, including my friend Ben, who works at Goodwill. So this is from The Guardian. The headline reads, quote, an unusual one. Human skull found in Goodwill donation box in Arizona.
Oh.
There's a picture. You should look at it.
Oh, God. Okay.
It reminds me of my mom in the area that you'll totally recognize.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay. Uncle Mel?
Yeah, right. Police in Arizona were investigating after a human skull was discovered in a box of donations at a Goodwill store. On Tuesday, police in Goodyear responded to a call near Saraville Avenue and Yuma Road. On arrival, they discovered, quote, what appears to be an actual human skull.
Wow.
Police spokesperson Lisa Berry said the box was dropped off at some point over the weekend and was opened by employees on Tuesday. The skull, quote, didn't ever make it to the floor. Bummer. It was in the donation box with other taxidermy items.
Unreal.
Adding, quote, this was an unusual one. Authorities transported the skull to the Maricopa County Medical Examiner. Pictures released online showed the skull with several teeth attached and what appeared to be a missing mandible. A fake eye was pictured in the left socket and dark spots covered the skull, a likely sign of age.
Yeah.
So it's just a straight up skull with like a fucked up jaw and like a glass eye glued in one of the eye sockets.
What is the story
amazing.
of this skull? Have they figured it out?
Well, there's more to the article, a little bit more. The medical examiner's office confirmed that, quote, it is in fact a human skull, but at this point, this is preliminary. It appears to be historic, ancient, and it does not appear to have any forensic value. No crime is really attached to this skull, other than the crime of, like, maybe
You not being there first to buy it.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, you absolutely would not have told anyone and just took this shit home.
Can you imagine if Ben was going through boxes and found a fucking skull? He would nab it for me.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah. For both of us. We'd share it.
Yep.
We'd have joint custody.
Correct.
Barry praised those who alerted authorities, saying, quote, Goodwill did do the right thing. Anything suspicious should always be reported. A Goodwill shopper, Sydney Steele, told 3TV CBS 5 News how surprising the news of the discovery was. Quote, I've never heard anything donated like this, especially here. I come to this Goodwill all the time, and I've never heard of anything that crazy being donated.
Well, yeah, that's why this is newsworthy.
Sydney Steele. I am pissed I didn't get that skull. Also pissed that I didn't find the body that was discovered in Des Moines yesterday.
Yeah, you were upset.
Or the body that was discovered at Courtney's Target today.
Yeah, you've really been missing out.
There's bodies everywhere.
Near misses.
My day will come.
I hope,
even if I have to force it.
I hope so. I hope that for you.
Okay, so this is maybe a little bit old news by now, but I put these notes together a couple weeks ago, and we have got to talk about these Mexican alien mummies.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with these.
The picture
They're amazing.
The pictures are so doofy.
They're incredible.
Oh, this is from NPR. Mexico's Congress heard testimony from experts who study extraterrestrials on Tuesday of like 3 weeks ago. And the hearing started with a huge surprise. Jamie Mousen, a self-described ufologist, brought 2 caskets into the congressional chambers. As Mousen spoke, 2 men uncovered the caskets to reveal 2 bodies. The corpses looked white and like stereotypical depictions of aliens. Big head, little body, 3 fingers. Mousen said they were found in Peru in 2017 and are estimated to be 1,000 years old. And he claimed that one of the bodies had been pregnant.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Why are you showing these after 6 fucking years in a
Yeah.
different
I know.
country? Everything about this is bogus.
It's very sketch.
He said, quote, "These are not mummies. These are complete bodies that have not been manipulated."
Then how do you know one's pregnant?
Yeah, no shit. Speaking under oath, Mausan claimed that the bodies were non-human. He and others have presented similar claims about alleged alien remains in the past. So this is not
so you're
his.
just-
This is not his first
No.
shtick.
You're
Alien
really
rodeo.
lucky to stumble upon multiple alien mummies in your lifetime, sir.
Yeah.
You just gotta know where to look.
Scientists have either dismissed them as either ancient Peruvian mummies or manipulated mummies. So they're not
But
saying
he
they're
said
not.
these are not mummies.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
saying
gotta
they're
take him at his word.
aliens.
He said,
During Tuesday's hearing, Jose de Jesus Zalce Benitez, a forensic expert and a military doctor, walked the Congress through scans of the alleged alien bodies. He claimed the alleged aliens had big brains and big eyes, quote, which allowed for a wide stereoscopic vision. And they also lacked teeth, so they likely only drank and did not chew.
That just sounds like a baby.
mm.
They're just describing a baby.
Minus the wide vision, but yeah.
Well, they have big eyes for their face.
Yeah, big old wide eyes.
It's just... They look like they're carved out of soap, also.
I don't believe this.
The hearing...
No, you don't.
The hearing also included remarks by Ryan Graves, executive director of the Americans for Safe Aerospace Organization. So he's a former Navy fighter pilot, and he was one of 3 U.S. veterans who testified in front of a U.S.
Yeah.
congressional subcommittee investigating the existence of UFOs in July.
And
Isn't
to be
he
very
like
clear,
a
I
known
believe
wackadoo,
in aliens.
though? Yeah, of course. This guy's like not reliable. He's like a known sloppy bananas.
Ryan Graves or the other guy?
Ryan Graves.
Son.
Who are you?
I think the U.S. military guy who testified recently
Is like a
is
cuckoo
like a
bananas.
known sloppy bananas.
Well, even he was distancing himself from this. So Mexico's Congress was also shown videos of Mexican pilots struggling to make sense of fast-moving flying objects before them. And Malsan claimed, quote, "We are not alone." So the day after the hearing, Graves, the American guy, distanced himself from it in a post
We're all out.
on X, formerly known as Twitter, which is just fully what they should change the name to. Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Stop trying to make X happen. It's very stupid.
not
At
gonna
what point do
fucking
we
happen.
stop saying formerly known as Twitter?
Right.
Never.
Yay, formerly known as Kanye West.
God.
Okay, so Graves said on Twitter, it's just fucking Twitter, that he accepted the Mexican Congress's invitation, quote, hoping to keep up the momentum of government interest in pilot experiences with unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAP.
Rural juror.
Unfortunately, yesterday's demonstration was a huge step backwards for this issue. My testimony
Yep.
centered on sharing my experience and the UAP reports I hear from commercial and military aircrew through ASA's witness program. I will continue to raise awareness of UAP as an urgent matter of aerospace safety, national security, and science, but I am deeply disappointed by this unsubstantiated stunt.
Yeah, you tell him.
Yeah. So there's really nothing to even discuss about the aliens.
No,
I
It's
did
just
not dig into this at all. I just
It's
was like,
just ridiculous.
I don't.
Yeah.
So it just looks like if it's either totally fake or it's just like mummies that have been like crushed down a little.
I wanted this to be my new rabbit hole so badly, and then
Can't
I saw
force
the
it.
photos, and I was like, "This is too pathetic, even for me."
You cannot force a hyper fixation,
No,
unfortunately.
I do
cannot.
like the crossover memes of these aliens and how fucking old Congress is.
I love those videos of the
That's
really old
funny.
lady just like da 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 da. And they're like all of our congressional leaders just hopped up on dementia meds, making laws that affect our daily life.
God damn it. Our bodily autonomy.
It's fine, guys. Everything's fine.
Everything's totally fine. Okay, obituary area. I have one really sweet obit for us, and yes, it's for a cat.
Aw.
So this was from just last month, September, and there was a guy who had a cat. He lived in Minneapolis, and his cat passed away. And apparently, this article says, "quote Kelly." The man's name is Kelly Loverud. Memorialized his one-eyed cat named Steve with obituary flyers stapled to telephone poles across northeast Minneapolis.
Nice.
Cute.
Steve was Loverud's 19-year-old female cat. When Steve died, the 48-year-old cat dad was distraught. A content creator and photographer, he wrote a tribute to his fur baby, and then he, according to the Star Tribune, quote, staggered around Northeast 4th Street, stapling the printed tributes to his feline friend on telephone poles. So that was like,
around.
this was like how
Drunkenly staggered.
this was like how he grieved. And Steve is really fucking cute. She only has one eye.
Aww.
Okay, so here is the obituary. Steve V, born June 7th, 2004, died August 17th, 2023. Steve ran the Sheridan neighborhood of Northeast Minneapolis with an iron fist paw. Steve only had one eye, but don't let that fool you. She could still see the stupid shit you were up to. Steve only bit one person. He was a decorated Marine veteran, and he didn't listen to the words coming out of Steve's mouth, so he found out the hard way.
He fucked around. He found out.
Steve punched up in weight. Steve was the best cuddle kitty of all time. I kind of like how this obit is written in like bullet points.
It's just a list of things about this cat.
About Steve.
Yeah. He didn't format it. He didn't hire out.
No.
He was grieving.
Yeah.
Sure.
Stream of consciousness.
Steve loved being vacuumed because she wasn't scared of a goddamn thing like all those other bitch-made cats. Steve was a girl with a dude's name because I'm a dude with a girl's name. And we're in this together. Steve didn't give a fuck what the internet said. She loved canned tuna. Steve didn't exactly love kids, but she didn't hate them either. She'd let them hold her for a photo op.
Oh.
Steve was smart, funny, lethal, and cuddly. She was also annoying and loud as hell at times, but hey, who of us isn't? Steve was the best cat a guy could ever want. I loved her more than anything, and I miss her tons.
Oh.
And it's just a picture.
Very sweet.
I know.
R.I.P. Steve.
Steve. I just like how the picture is just this poster stapled to a telephone pole.
Yep.
It's just like you could just kind of feel what this guy just needed to do in that moment.
I
He was
love
compelled.
that. Yeah. More of us should do that.
The power of Steve compelled him.
It's just kind of like
Sometimes you gotta do something like physical with your grief.
kind of art in a way. Yeah. So R.I.P. Steve. That was my favorite obit for the month.
Very sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah, it's no pumpkin obit, but it's
Oh
close.
my God. Nothing will ever beat that obit. That
Goliath.
thing was magical.
Goliath.
Goliath.
What a good batch for
Great
GACC
crop.
this month.
I'll never overcome the paintbrush.
Never.
Brush is so good.
So fucking good.
Okay, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next month.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Wine and Crime. Our cover art is by Kala Yip. Music by Phil Young and Corey Wendell. Editing by Jonathan Camp. Check out our website and blog at wineandcrimepodcast.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wine and Crime Pod. If you have questions, answers, or recommendations to share, email us at wineandcrimepodcast@gmail.com. Episodes are available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, basically wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And if you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. It is the best way to spread the word. If you'd like to show your support, visit our Patreon page to keep this podcast and the wine flowing. Cheers!
Tis the season for chicken fingers at Raising Cane's. Warm up with cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, and the real source of holiday magic, cane sauce. Happy holidays from Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.